I saw a special feature on the news today. The tuition for college costs about $24,500 per year for a public school and $46,900 for a private school.
I didn't know it cost that much. I can't imagine what it must be like to have to pay to get a proper education.
I agree with you. That's a lot of money just for tuition fees. If our daughter has to move away from home to go to college, I will also need to pay rent, living expenses, etc. It's an awful lot amount of money to spend for 4 years.
That's right. We're just getting poorer and poorer.
I've been trying to save some money so that we can have a little bit of savings, but it's getting depressing. Next year, she's going to start junior high school, so cram school fees will be higher.
I know, but I guess every parent does their best for their cute son or daughter. It's a tough world.
Yes, it is. We have to do our best as parents for Michelle, too.
Yeah. I'll do the hard work. You take care of the finances and the savings.
I understand. I'm just trying to avoid using student loan as much as possible. Maybe I'll take on a few more part-time jobs, too.
I'll leave that up to you, but try not to overdo it and fall behind.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad you're here with me. It's gonna be tough until Michelle starts working, but we'll work together as a couple.
Sure. Hey, something terrible happened.
What is it?
The money we've been saving for Michelle's education is disappearing. Don't you know anything about this?
Oh.
Just tell me, Johnny. You know something. Be honest.
I spent $50,000 of our daughter's college tuition on my affair partner.
Huh? Why are you being so selfish? This is the money we both save up for Michelle, you know? With that money, even if she went to private school, we could manage to pay for her school fees. That money was saved for years for her college expenses.
Did you know I was cheating on you?
Yes, I knew that.
Really?
I knew a long time ago, but I pretended not to notice for Michelle's sake. I didn't want her to worry about me when she had an important exam coming up.
An important exam? How much do you know about her academic ability?
How can you say that even though you're her father? She's been studying hard since elementary school. Thanks to that, she gradually improved her grades. She got into one of the best schools during high school. Don't make fun of her.
Don't make me laugh. The woman I'm having an affair with has a kid about the same age as Michelle. He's a boy, and he's so smart. He always gets first place in high school. He said that he's so bored in school. He's good, right?
So what? It's none of our business.
Maybe it's none of our business, but think about me too.
What?
Instead of spending money on a girl who doesn't even have a talent, I'd rather spend my money on the son of a promising woman with whom I'm having an affair.
What are you talking about? Michelle is our only blood-related daughter. You promised me that you would work hard until she graduated from college. Did you forget that? How can you say such a terrible thing?
My affair partner's son is going to a private medical school. He'll be a doctor in the future. I bet he'll make more money than Michelle.
What?
I'm sure he'll get back all the money we spent on his college tuition. So I just have to wait for him to pay me back in the end. If he becomes a doctor, he'll be able to feed me and his mother.
What the?
I'm just saying that I'd rather invest in a brilliant kid.
What are you talking about? Why should we invest in someone else's kid? Our kid is Michelle, right?
I'm not going to invest in my daughter who is not academically gifted. So I'll use the $50,000 for my affair partner's son's education. Stop complaining. Since it's a medical school, so even $50,000 won't be enough.
I won't allow you to be so selfish. Soon, the announcement of our daughter's acceptance to a public university will come. As soon as she gets accepted, I have to transfer the admission fee and tuition. I'm sure she has other things to buy too. So please return the money immediately.
I don't care about tuition fees for a girl who doesn't have much academic ability. It's a waste of money. You're the one who has to deal with your incompetent daughter's tuition.
Incompetent? How can you say that? Why do you assume that she's not good enough? Michelle worked harder than anyone else to get into the school of her choice. You can say that because you didn't see how hard she tried her best.
Of course, everyone tries hard when applying to college. But think about it calmly. Which would you think is the best choice? Spending money on a promising student or spending money on a student who got into some sort of unknown university? Of course, it's better to spend money on a promising student.
How dare you? Michelle is our daughter. Why don't you trust and support her? It's crazy to spend money on someone else's child.
You don't even have to think about it. It's because Michelle has no future. Why waste money on a girl like that?
That's terrible.
My affair partner's son is from a single-parent family, and they don't have the money. So he told me that he'll give up college. What a waste. He's got good grades, and he wants to be a doctor in the future. So I decided to support him. I told him to take the entrance exam and that he doesn't have to worry about tuition. And I knew you were saving up for the education fee.
You don't support your own daughter and you support someone else's kid? You are such a jerk. What kind of parent you are that you dare to neglect your own child and spend the tuition money on other people's children?
You got a problem with that?
Of course.
If you don't like it so much, let's get a divorce.
Why would I do that? I'm not going to divorce until Michelle graduates from college.
I'm not going to invest in Michelle who has no future. Besides, I already transferred the money.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, I think I spent the money in the right way.
You are such a scumbag. Michelle will never be happy being together with someone like you. I get it. Divorce me right now.
Oh, okay. Then I'll gladly divorce you. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
What are you talking about?
You've got to be kidding me. What the hell is that content certified mail?
As you can see, I'll never forgive you for hitting Michelle. She's in the hospital because of you. I can't even imagine how much it hurts her. How much pain do you have to put our daughter through as a father?
It's because she's so cocky. She's making fun of people.
That's because of what you've done. I think it's quite the thing for a daughter to make fun of her father.
Shut up. What's the point of having a lawyer coming here? I just got the cold shoulder from my boss.
I don't want anything more to happen to Michelle. So I asked the lawyer to take care of a lot of things. I'd rather you return the tuition money for Michelle.
I told you, I've already transferred that money. Both the mother and the son were very happy.
Of course. They got the money without even working.
I'm more than happy to have my affair partner's son spend the money.
Huh?
Besides, I've already given it to them, so there's no way to return it.
Right. Then I'll report you for hitting Michelle to the police.
What are you talking about all of a sudden? Are you threatening me? How can the police believe you if they don't have any proof?
If Michelle files a report, they'll definitely believe her. She's the one you beat up.
She's my daughter. She said something sassy, so I had to discipline her. It wasn't violence.
Whatever. You're such a jerk. Anyway, you don't mind losing your job, do you?
Well, I don't want to lose my job. But even if I did, I still can make ends meet. Besides, I'm going to be the parent of a doctor in the near future. I'm sure we'll be rich and happy.
How selfish. I don't want anything from you anymore. I don't want alimony or child support. I'll raise Michelle by myself. I'll make sure she finishes college. Never come near me or Michelle again.
Oh, I'd appreciate it if you do that. I don't care if you regret it and come crying to me later.
That's my line.
What? There's no way I'm going to regret investing in a brilliant kid. Now take Michelle with you and get out of my house. "10 years have passed. How are you?" "I was a criminal because of you guys, but I'm doing fine. I heard a rumor that Michelle is now the CEO of a company. Amazing. That's my girl indeed."
What do you mean? Your girl? You are a complete stranger to us.
Don't make harsh jokes.
I'm not joking. You and I broke up 10 years ago. Michelle doesn't have a father.
What are you talking about? I'm her father. Well, I'm sure a DNA test will prove that.
How dare you beat Michelle and hurt her? No one thinks you're her father. I told you never to contact me again. Let's end our conversation here.
Wait a minute. Actually, I need a favor. I hate to say it, but can you lend me some money?
Huh? What do you mean? What happened to the son you invested in? He became a doctor and he's supporting you, right? Shouldn't you be well off and living comfortably by now?
That's...
Don't tell me you invested $50,000 in him and he didn't become a doctor. That's hard to believe.
That's the thing. The guy failed the state exam.
Really? You said he was so good that you invested so much in him.
Ever since he failed the national exam, something snapped, and he became a bit of a wimp. Now he does nothing but staying at home. All that's left is the rest of his tuition debt, which I'm paying off.
Oh my. That's too bad. I thought he had such a bright future.
It was supposed to be that way, but somehow it turned out this way. I'm in a financial bind because of how things ended up. I'm going crazy trying to pay off my debt. So, can you lend me some money?
Why should I do that to you? How can you say that when we are strangers? Do you have any idea about what you've done?
I'm sorry. It was my shallow thinking that caused me to do such a terrible thing. I'm so sorry for what happened that time.
It doesn't matter if you're sorry now. We're strangers. Michelle worked really hard and got into Harvard. She received awards for her research at the university.
What? Harvard? She had the academic ability to do that? I can't believe she even got an award.
I told you that she had excellent grades, didn't I? But you didn't listen to me. You took everything I saved for her, that money.
I'm sorry that you've had a hard life.
No, Michelle didn't even need the money for her education.
Why not?
Because she was an excellent student and she got exempted from tuition. Sometimes I think it was a blessing since we are a family of single parent.
But you still had to pay rent and other living expenses, right?
Once she got to college, she started a part-time job and earned her own money, so she really made it easy for me. Of course, I've been helping her out with monthly allowance. But most of the time, I only had to take care of her health. Michelle is really a talented girl.
She really is. That's my girl.
I told you, Michelle doesn't have a father.
Hey, let's start over again. Let's be happy together as a family again.
Don't be silly. I would never do that. Have you ever thought about how we felt back then? If you had, you wouldn't have shown up like this. There is no way Michelle would have allowed me to become a family again with you.
Well then, could you let me work for Michelle's company? She's the CEO, right? Just let me work for her since I really need money.
Are you so dull? You really are a selfish person.
What?
Michelle doesn't even want to see your face. She doesn't even want to talk about you. Why do you think she would hire you?
You need to convince her. That's why I contacted you.
Who told you to contact me? I told you never to contact me again. Michelle's company doesn't need an insane man like you. Her company is full of well-educated employees. Not a scumbag like you.
Can't you get a job there for me? I'm strapped for cash. I need to make money now.
Why are you in such a hurry?
I can't pay off my debts and I'm being chased by a bunch of scary people.
Seriously? Did you borrow the money from a nasty place?
It can't be helped. I didn't know where else to borrow.
What happened to the woman you had an affair with?
After her son failed the state exam, she just ran away and disappeared. I don't know why I got together with her.
Oh, is that what happened? I'm sure she only wanted money for her son's education. So she didn't care about you as a person.
It's terrible, isn't it? She put the debt on me and ran away with a young guy. That's just unacceptable.
The son you invested in is lost in his own mind, and his mother ran away with another man, and you don't know where she is. What a comedy. I can't stop laughing.
You feel sorry for me, don't you? I can't even eat a decent meal right now.
What about your house?
I don't have a house. Even if I did, I couldn't live there.
Why not?
Because I'd get caught by scary people.
Well, that's good to know.
Why?
Because you've been punished.
Huh?
You betrayed your family, spent $50,000 of your daughter's college money without permission. And to top it all off, you violated and hurt her. I've been wondering about how to get my revenge on you. But it seems that what goes around comes around naturally. You deserve that.
What are you talking about? I'm your ex-husband and Michelle's father. Why are you talking about some sort of karma? You don't have to say that, and you could have helped me.
Help you? You betrayed and abandoned us, but now you want us to help you? You've got to be kidding me. Frankly speaking, I don't care what happens to you. Go to hell.
What did you say? Then I'll go directly to Michelle. She's definitely going to help me.
She won't do that.
Huh?
She hates you more than any other living beings in the world. Even more than me. I can't imagine how much it hurt her. Her company has made arrangements for you to stay out of her way. If you ever go to her office, I'm sure they'll immediately report you to the police as a suspicious intruder.
You're lying.
Michelle and I have always hated you. And I still hate you from the bottom of my heart. But I'm glad to know that you've been living a horrible life. Looks like God has punished you properly.
Stop saying terrible things. You shouldn't say that to someone who's suffering to get by.
You're the one who's terrible. You know what? Michelle said she couldn't stop shaking when she thought her body was filled with the blood of someone as horrible as you. She never wants to see you again, and she can never forgive you. That's how much she hates you. She even said she doesn't have a father.
How could she say that? Michelle is my daughter. She's supposed to help me in the end.
You think so? If you think so, why don't you go to her office? See what happens. You'll find out how she feels about you.
Oh no. You need to convince her. I need money right now. If I can't work, then just lend me the money.
Don't be silly. Michelle is not your ATM. Stop relying on that girl.
I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Michelle is the CEO, right? I'm sure she has enough money to help me. I'll apologize, but please do something about it.
I can't do that. Michelle even said that if you ever came in contact with her, she'd flee abroad.
Abroad?
Well, her company has a lot of overseas clients, so she can work from wherever she wants. Seems that she really doesn't want to see you. So I can't believe that Michelle would help you with anything.
Well, why don't you help me then?
Huh?
You're the one who's gonna have to come up with the money. For now, you're going to have to come up with $200,000. You can manage that much. With that, I can pay off in 5 years. Please, help me.
You're pathetic. You should be ashamed of your lame self.
What?
How selfish can you be? Why should I have to come up with the money for you? Stop screwing around. You took the $50,000 we saved for our daughter's college expenses and spent it on your affair partner's child. Not to forget that you made fun of Michelle so much that you left. I have no intention of helping you at all.
Oh no. Then what am I supposed to do? I can't survive.
I don't care. I guess you'll just have to apologize to those scary people. Or run to the police, maybe?
I don't want to do that.
But you have to pay back the money you borrowed. You're not a child, you know that, don't you?
But I have no money and no job. I just need your help until I can find a way out.
You're so persistent. I told you never to contact us again.
Don't be so cold. I'm asking you so hard. Why don't you show a little sympathy?
Huh? Think about how terrible you've been. Of course I can't help you.
Please, Samantha. If I don't do this, those scary people will find me. I don't know what will happen to me after that.
I don't care. You're the one who borrowed the money. You have no choice. It's none of my business, so you'll have to take care of it yourself. I'll block your number as of today.
You're lying, right? Please, help me. If you help me this time, I'll stay away from you forever. $200,000. Can't you do something about it?
Stop joking. Go and rot in hell. After that, Johnny was trying to get away from the scary people. He lived on the run for quite a while. But he had no job and ran out of money, so they grabbed him. I don't know what happened to him after that. I hope he is alive and well. But it doesn't matter because he has nothing to do with me or my daughter anymore. I continue to work and live as I always have. My daughter's company is going to expand in the near future, and she wants me to help her. So, we have been living apart since she went to college. However, we have decided to buy an apartment and live together. I'm very grateful to my daughter who is smart, kind, and dependable. I will continue to work hard for her while contributing to the company.